Welcome to another sweet edition of Sweetberry Farm World. I'm Daniel, and you're just going to be following me around today until my battery dies. I got almost full battery, so good luck. Um, Gotta make some liquid to drink for survival. Very very dry. Not a lot of humidity out there. Not a lot of humidity in the house, so I definitely need to hydrate. I just woke up. I plan on doing quite a bit of work today, so I'm gonna have to switch up my microphone setup because there's no way I'm gonna be able to live stream and get work done. And the other issue is I don't know if I'll be able to actually get work done and live stream because uh, I do not have like spectacular internet outside. But if I can move fast, I can probably set up some internet stations to get like okay internet where I need it to be. So let me actually check that out. Um, Once again, my family has left me to go hang out at grandma's house this weekend. So yesterday, I spent a good portion of the day uh, planting some trees, recovering blueberry bushes, cutting my potato field. Uh, when I say cutting my potato field, I mean cutting the grass and the weeds down in my potato field, if you can call it a potato field. I haven't really done a lot of digging around, but I don't think I have uh, much for high quality potatoes this year. They all seem pretty small, whatever I saw, but it is possible that there are potatoes up there. I don't have an efficient way to dig them up. And I did the no dig potatoes too, but I feel like if I have any viable potatoes, they somehow found their way into the earth because there wasn't a whole lot just sitting on top. I don't think I used enough hay to cover them. Last year it was a really dry year, so there was a shortage of hay for me to be able to purchase. And speaking of hay, I need to buy some more hay just so I have enough. And speaking of potatoes, I think I need to look into ordering potatoes for next year and maybe just starting with some fresh potato seed. I My first year that I planted potatoes, I ordered $500 worth of certified organic potato seed, and I had like 7 different varieties or something like that, which was ridiculous. I didn't really know what I was doing, but if I could do it all over again, I'd probably focus on maybe one or two, maybe three. I would keep it a little more simple. And I would keep track of the rows that I planted them in. Somehow I lost track over the course of 3 or 4 planting seasons. What did I do? I did 2021, 2022, 2023, and then this year. So this was my 4th year using my original potato seeds. And each year, my harvest doubled, which was great. This year, it's like I almost basically lost everything. I mean, I have small potatoes, but I'm not sure that they're spectacular enough to make a viable 5th year. I could be wrong. Maybe you can use little tiny potatoes for seed potato, but Anyway, these are very interesting things to discuss at 7:57 a.m. on a Sunday. It might be earlier for you or later, I don't even know, but I'm just going to basically live vlog my day if I can make that possible. I have these little towers that can extend the range of my decent internet. I think I have three of these that I could use out in the yard. So I'm going to make an attempt to get, I just got to figure out, I got to find an area to focus on. I think I'm going to focus more towards my garlic patch, my potato patch. So if I can figure out some extension cords, I can bring these little stations outside and kind of push the signal so I can hopefully have a decent little stream. Oh. Let's test my theory. I'm going to bring this outside. But I'm going to be inside for a while too, because I got to kind of wake up, get some tea. Coffee might be good, but I always feel like I'm going to have a heart attack or something. It's just, I typically have a lot of energy, like just naturally. But when you throw coffee in the mix, it takes it to Mach 7, if that's a thing. Oh, Beans. What are you doing outside? Hey, you are lonely? Did you have fun outside all night long? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I love you, Beans. Oh, I love you. Come on. Come on. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, you just need love. You just need love and affection. Oh, my homeless kitty. Yes, you need love too, but I'm not going to. All right, guys, as you can see, the sun is just about ready to rise. Here, it's still extremely early. You can see the rays of sun providing a beacon of hope for a new day. Signal already, not cool. All right, no worries. Plug in. Really high. Let's go into it. What's that supposed to be about? Okay. It's a little bouncy here, guys. Forgive me for that. That's why you don't typically want to hold your phones when you're working, because it's just impossible. All right. There we go. We got one station set up on a pile of mulch. It's so far away, I don't even know if it could connect properly. So, I'm not really working right here though. I'm kind of working over there, but if I can get another station, on one of these fence posts, I don't know if that would be too far away. But yesterday, I was trying to reclaim blueberry bushes. You can't even tell. It still looks like a mess. But let's flip this around. You can see there's a blueberry bush. I'm like trying to reclaim this area from the grass and the weeds. I did a heck of an amount of work. Blueberry bush, blueberry bush. It looks incredible, guys. These were hidden all year long in the grass, and now they're ready for the 2025 growing season. Most of these just look pathetic. they don't look like there's much here. Uh, I think a couple of them are absolutely dead too. Which one? Which one's dead? Completely. Oh, it's over here. Definitely have one that's a goner. I think it's this guy. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think. Is that. Maybe. I don't know. This one might be a goner. I still need to recover a couple. I didn't quite finish my job. I think I have this one to get. You can see it's just absolutely smothered. This one here, I need to recover. And I should have one more over here, but it's probably dead. It looks pretty nasty over here. Let's see if I can even find. Hey, I think it's still alive. Yep, we're good. I gotta be careful when I'm pulling the grass away so I don't like cut the bush, but yep, there's still a bush here. Okay, cool. So for casualties, I have one that looks like it definitely doesn't have any life left in this section. This is like the first year that I planted blueberries. I think it was it 2022 or was it 2021? Not that it matters, but these are like a couple years old and they're just pathetic. There's very little to no growth on these, but they're still alive. So this is very heavy clay soil that they're sitting on. So I'm using some of this brand new pile of compost right there, and I've sprinkled it on top. So hopefully that stuff works its way down into the soil. I need to do a better job at mulching those, and it's just a lot of work. Everything's a little. This is supposed to be a garden right in here. I had strawberry plants, raspberries. There's even a pine tree somewhere in here. Oh, there it is. Right there, you can barely make that out. Look at that. What a mess. You can see the strawberries somewhere in here, I think. Yep. There we go. It's just going to continue to be a sea of grass because all of these went to seed and then drop seed. So I'm not sure this area is ever going to be viable. We have a big dumpster day, right? Our little area gets a dumpster like twice a year, so you can throw anything away basically, unless it's toxic waste dump or toxic waste or whatever. But I am trying to gather a bunch of garbage in front of my garage here so I can clean up the farm. I cleaned things up pretty decently back in April when we had the last dumpster, but it's always a continual process. And it's not like I keep bringing garbage on purpose onto the farm, but it's more like building materials, boxes, weird stuff like that. We're getting a lot of mice down in the basement. I'm probably gonna lose the live stream here, but we're getting a lot of mice. So I've been setting out traps. I'm gonna lose you guys. At some point, it becomes you or the mice. So I've been setting up some mouse traps. I know they sell humane mouse traps for people who just can't bear the and the more I think about it, the more it's like I'm kind of a humane mousetrap person because I don't like setting up the other kind of mousetraps. Plus, sometimes those things are really tricky. Those like conventional mousetraps that you put peanut butter on or whatever. Uh, Sometimes I get snapped up into them. It hurts. See if I have any more. Probably have to order some more. I got a big old junk drawer here. I mean, it's an absolute mess. Here's a mousetrap. I should get sponsored. I think Victor should sponsor my channel. They're small enough. They could probably sponsor a small channel. But anyway, I just take this, slap some peanut butter on it. Catches the mice. That does not catch the mice. That thing, Beans, you should be the one catching the mice. I should be just doing other things. All right. Beans doesn't get it. Of course, we don't really let him into the basement. So anyway, gonna make some warm water for some tea or something. I would maybe, you know what? Maybe it's one of those coffee days. I'm feeling a little bit of brain fog, like I want to still be sleeping right now. I don't know what it's like to wake up feeling refreshed. I think that happens when you get old. When you have so many responsibilities and so much to do, you could sleep for like 8 hours and then just feel so groggy. And even if I slept for 2 more hours, I don't know. I don't know if I would just wake up and feel like, oh yeah, what a great night's sleep. I wish. I think if I went to bed at like 8 o'clock, and I mean, here's the thing. I don't have a hard time falling asleep. Like, I get tired. Like, I know they say you shouldn't like be looking at your screens before you go to bed. That actually makes me tired. Like I try to do a lot of learning before I go to bed, because like during the daytime I'm just running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get it done. But bedtime rolls around, I'm like, ooh, finally I can learn about the world and what's happening, and learn how to be a YouTuber. Here's what they tell you: if you want to be a YouTuber, there's a whole world of YouTube videos out there that tell you how to grow your channel and how to be amazing, right? And you can watch all of those videos, but the hard part comes when you try to implement that stuff. It's harder than it seems. Especially if you already have a busy life. Like, it's pretty challenging to be a really good YouTuber. It boils down to planning. You got to plan your videos. You got to during the planning process, you got to look at videos that have been successful in your niche. So you got to niche down your channel and have the same type of content and nothing else. You can't deviate. And so I've never started this channel. I did start this channel with a niche in mind. It was going to be farming vlogs, like Justin Rhodes does. He lives in North Carolina and he's got a family, and his entire channel is just about like homesteading and farming and gardening and going to other farmers and showing what they do and all that. And I thought that was super cool. Why? Because I live on a little farm and I want to do garden stuff. And so I was like, this is what I want to do. And so I tried to make some, but I didn't know what I was doing the first couple of years. And then I realized it was kind of hard to do. And so I stopped making videos, but then I was like, hey, wait a minute, I need to make videos. And then I started doing YouTube shorts like 2 years ago. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do YouTube shorts every day. And so I made YouTube shorts and they kind of steadily grew my channel. I got like 1,000 subs doing YouTube shorts. But I started, I'm like, I'm going to do some goofy shorts. I'm just going to do random shorts. So half of the shorts or more are just absolutely mindless. And there's no point. It's just like I thought it was funny at the time. And so that's half of my YouTube shorts. Just random nothingness. Right? And then I'm like, man, this isn't really growing my channel fast enough. I've been doing this for a year and I only have 1,000 subs and I haven't missed a beat. So I start researching more and then I'm like, oh, you got to niche down. And then, oh, you got to edit your content better and just all sorts of stuff, right? And now I'm at the point where I got a ton of subs, but there's no way to get monetized with what I'm doing. So now I'm at the point where I think I need to make a pivot and I need to stop just making random videos. That's what I think. Like, I'm making a lot of random videos and ultimately I don't think it's going anywhere. I think I'm wasting my time, and time is of the essence. I'm running out of time to have extra time on my hands, if that makes sense. I need to start making money. So I'm coming up to this wall. I'm getting pushed into this time frame where it's like my daughter's gonna go to kindergarten next year, and that means I'm actually gonna have more time that I could technically get a job somewhere and not heavily impact my family, because they'll all be in school and my wife's a teacher, so she's in school. And it's like I'll finally have an opportunity where I can drive an hour to get a job somewhere, and my wife should be able to have childcare covered because she'll have the same schedule as my other children. Even though if somebody's sick, I'm going to have to like call in sick because I have kids. And that's a whole other thing. But anyway, I can push having extra free time to do YouTube for another, let's see, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 10 months. I can push it maybe 10 months. Like this whole experiment that I've been doing the last 3 years or 4. I can push it 10 more months, maybe at the most. I mean, I'm desperately like always looking at job opportunities in my area to see if it'll fit with my family situation. I mean, we're not in desperation mode. Like, we can pay our bills, but I would say in like 9 months, we're not going to be able to do that, maybe 10. So, anyway, so I think I need to pivot pretty quickly here, and see if it works. So I need to pretty much make all my content about farming on this channel. considering and gardening, considering I I'm gonna be stuck here. It's the school year. I'm not gonna be traveling uh, too much, so it's not like gonna be a channel about traveling. My family's busy, like my kids are in school and everything, so it's not really a family, like, hey, look at my entire family kind of a channel. I wish it could be, but I mean, we have a lot of tantrums, and I've never seen a YouTube channel about a family where you can see like tantrums every 5 minutes. Like, it's it's not a family channel really, but I think I can make it about gardening and farming. And that kind of sticks with what I've been doing. I mean, I often have a video about some kind of gardening or farming thing. So I don't think it's a leap or a stretch to just kind of niche down and try to make things a little better. My live streams, they'll probably stick around. I mean, it's most of the time it's just me talking about what I'm doing around here anyway. So that's kind of like strategy or an inside glimpse for the absolute fanatic who for some reason would even want to watch my channel. So there's that. And it helps build watch time. Not gonna joke. Live streaming builds watch time for the channel. I had some amazing live streams in the last like 10 days where I got 44 or so watch hours for like two different live streams, and that gave my watch hours a dramatic boost. Like I'm sitting on 820 watch hours, which like 10 days ago I was at 600 and something. Like, so the last week or so, I've seen my watch time creep closer to the monetization zone, but I'm still far away. I need like a lot more of those big watch hour live streams. And it seems like to have the massive chunk of watch time, you need to do something that's crazy and high energy, like making cinnamon rolls. That was like, I was like firing on all cylinders. I was getting it done. People were interested in that. I made the full feature video of me making cinnamon rolls, slapped like $28 worth of music rights on it, and it's not doing that great. I think I even put $50 of Google Ads on it to boost its watch time. Google Ads can't even find people to watch it right now. Nobody wants to watch me make pumpkin cinnamon rolls. Maybe I need to change the title. Maybe I need to change it to like, I made pumpkin spice cinnamon rolls. I don't know. But anyway, so far this live stream's in the gutter. I got 3 people, but they're great 3 people. Thank you. Thanks for the comments. We got R&D fishing. Good times. Yes, I remember your your handle. And we got Shaquille dropping the hearts per usual. I appreciate that. Right now I'm just kind of strategizing about my day. I got to get outside and get it done. But the sun's not out there, so it's not as cold as it has been. I think we're in the 40s, but I'm just kind of thinking about how my day is going to go. I have a lot that I want to get done, but I'd love to have a live stream going as I'm doing it also, so I can work on my YouTube channel, which is pretty important for my long-term strategy here on the farm. All right, I am live streaming. I got your breakfast, so you can come get it. Wash hands. All right, I got one of my daughters here with me today. She's gonna help me. She'll usually pitch in when I ask her to. It's not like she's standing right next to me the whole day. Usually, it's more or less like if I think of something, I will give her a shout, and she'll help me. Probably be easier if I had a list for her to do, but I find it more effective sometimes. Like, I'm a spontaneous person, a little bit spontaneous. I feel better being spontaneous. I feel like there's more freedom in it. I can make a list, but I know that life gets in the way of lists. So, what am I trying to say? I feel. Did you get your medicine?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Okay. Yeah. I'll get you some. I feel like. What am I trying to say? If I just worked off of a list. Now, a list might work for like a YouTube channel or something. Actually, something I don't do. But when it comes to working around the house, it's like, see, I'll run into I'll do a project, but it'll be more complicated than I thought it would have been. And so it'll take an immense amount of time. And then I'll still have like 45 things on the list, but I will be like not motivated because the list will be so overwhelming. I could strategize and only put stuff on the list that is simple. I could break things down into their parts, but I kind of have my list. So here's what I want to do. I have a garlic bed. I want to mow everything down that's in the garlic bed area. I would like to be able to get a flamethrower and burn off the top of this garden area where I have my garlic. So that way I'm not planting new seeds from all the weeds that fell this summer and fall. From all the weed seeds that fell this summer and fall. But it's been so dry and windy that I feel like we're under some kind of a fire hazard warning. And I don't want to be the guy that starts a forest fire because there's a lot of trees and things in my area. That's pretty much how forest fires start. If something gets out of control. But let me take a look. Maybe the winds have died down, but it is not windy out there. So technically, if I tried to burn my gardens right now, I don't think it would spread. But as the sun moves over, usually the winds pick up. But it technically looks like I'd be in the clear to do some burning. But I mean, I would have to be standing right there, have my garden hose all hooked up and in the right area. I do have a garden hose stretched out towards the garlic area. So what do I need to do? I need to get a propane tank attached to my torch. I would need to cut down all the stuff so that way, because if I don't cut down the weeds, they're not gonna burn. Because like only the ground will burn, but then you'll have all these stalks that are sticking up I mean, you got to cut it down, and that way it's all on the ground where the flames are going to be. I really think, I think once I have my gardens burned, then suddenly I can start adding compost, tilling it in, and then my gardens are basically prepped for next year. I could even throw some cover crop on it, and then in the spring it would probably germinate. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. What I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need a boot for my phone, because at the same time I'm doing all this work, I wanna, work on my YouTube channel and try to have a little bit of growth today as far as my watch hours go. I think that's one of the most important things. So, if I can find my boot that hooks my phone up to a tripod, I think that would be premium. Definitely premium. I need to get better at my live streams so they're more interesting and dynamic, and it's fun holding my phone in my hand. Love it. So I should probably get a microphone hooked up, because I'm not going to be able to use my ear pods or whatever they're called. What's that supposed to be about, baby? I have no idea where my boot is. That's another problem. This winter, when things die down and there's snow on the ground, I'm going to reorganize my life. I am going to I'm going to go from always trying to waste time searching for stuff to be having everything in a perfect location. Because I need 2025 to be my best year ever. And I swear, I've probably wasted 48 hours just hunting for things this year. A solid 48 hours, guaranteed. It's been ridiculous. I'm always missing stuff. But I think where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. I think I can make things easier. Oh, another project. Blueberry bushes. I did not get those planted yet, but I want to be smart about where I plant those. I have a row of Jersey blueberries. So if I think I have 9 Jersey blueberry plants right there. So I want to strategize and put those next to the ones that I have. I could just make a better hedge, just keep them in the same line, and then I gotta find a companion plant. I think part of the reason why I haven't seen a tremendous amount of blueberries is because each blueberry plant basically needs another variety of blueberry to cross-pollinate with. And I think part of my issue is I just have big long lines of one variety of blueberry plants, but it doesn't have a matching cross-pollinator, and then I'm not seeing this tremendous healthy growth. And honestly, my blueberries have been extremely sparse. I have not seen a lot of success with them. But this winter, and actually pretty soon, I need to start figuring out what blueberry plants what varieties I have, and then I need to order like the same amount of blueberries that are going to be able to cross pollinate in a different variety, if that makes sense. So I think on my list today, I really should go around and look at what I have, write down the names, and then do my research, order some blueberry plants for next year. I didn't really buy a lot of blueberry bushes this year. In fact, these 10 or 9 Jersey blueberry plants are the only blueberries I bought this year. The previous 2 years, I bought like at least 200 blueberry plants, which still is not enough, believe it or not, to run a berry farm. You need more than like 300 or 400 blueberry bushes. And I swear, like this year, maybe 5 or 6 blueberry plants had physical blueberries. Maybe a few more than that. But I got a lot of work to do if I want blueberries in a large enough quantity. So basically yesterday and today are my work days on the farm. So there is a tremendous amount of pressure to get something substantial done. And then I also need to strategize. See, Monday through Thursday, I technically have 5 hours each of those days to get something done. Also, but the time frames are so compressed in those 5 hours. Like I gotta eat breakfast, I gotta eat some lunch, I gotta, I don't know, take a deep breath because I've just been driving for, 3 hours. So I gotta kind of strategize some bigger projects today, so that way I can do mini projects during the week for those 5 hours. And this is probably my last warm couple of days. Like today's going to be 70, yesterday was 70, tomorrow's going to be 70. Then I think temps are going to plummet again. So I need to be mindful of like, what do I want to do when it's warm versus what do I want to do when it's like 40 degrees. I think I can till the soil, put compost in my gardens, and sprinkle cover crop when it's colder. So those are great projects, and my tractor even has heat, which helps. I mean, I haven't used it in the winter yet because I just got this tractor in like March, and I didn't even use it barely at all. So today, burning gardens, if possible, if the winds are as low as they are right now. The flag's still sitting down. There's no wind out there to speak of. Hopefully it doesn't pick up. So in order to do that, I'm gonna have to call the local like 911 dispatch and tell them that I'm doing some burning. They're gonna tell me that it's really dry out there and that I shouldn't do it. But there's a lack of wind, even though the sun is starting to pop up, so I can't expect the winds to be died down all day. For some reason, that sun causes wind. I don't know why. So yeah, there's my verbal list. Burn gardens. Gonna get my tea going here. Recover blueberry bushes from the weeds and the grass. I gotta water them. It's been so dry since like August. So honestly, like I need to water plants, and you want to do that when it's warmer. So I think just getting my hoses hooked up so I can go as far as I need to get water on my fruit plants and bushes. It was crazy. We were getting rain every other day from April to July, and then it just stopped. And since July, I think we're lucky to have gotten maybe an inch of rain in total for the last August, September, 2.5, 3 months, probably 3 months. Anyway, okay, so here, let me share, wash hands, then we're gonna go outside. If you can look through the barn for garbage, because I want to have all the garbage out by the driveway, because they're gonna bring in the dumpster.
Okay.
So any garbage at all.
Okay.
So you might need to bring like a bag up there, and a broom, and a dustpan. The broom and the dustpan are in the garage. The dustpan needs to be dumped into a bag because it's full.
Okay.
There's like paint chips and stuff around where my new tractor is, up in the barn,
Okay.
like down the middle.
Okay.
So like I would like all those paint chips and just all the nasty stuff we don't want in the gardens, like swept up and put in a bag. That would be a tremendous help. All right, so I got her on a task. It's very nice to have help. Don't want to take that for granted. It does feel nice to have extra hands on deck. A real farm that knows what they're doing probably has several hands on deck, but I'll take any hands on deck. Whew. Cinnamon roll. I need to have a cinnamon roll, guys. That's gonna fuel my energy for the day. So we're gonna get maybe I'll finish that. I'm gonna have 2 cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna have one of the ones that I made a week ago, and I'm gonna have one of the store-bought. I've been munching on those homemade cinnamon rolls all week long, and they've been a welcome addition to my life. But I have not been eating the store-bought cinnamon rolls, so I'm gonna crack into one of those. Those ones kind of cause a somewhat allergic reaction for me, probably because of the wheat or whatever, I don't know. But I'm gonna double up on my cinnamon roll exposure, even though I shouldn't. But it's hard to take these covers off. I feel like I'm busting my fingertips off. Yeah, the struggle is real. Oh my gosh, there we go. All right, get some of that yummy sugar stuff on the roll. There we go. Double cinnamon roll, guys. Don't try that at home. I will probably live to regret eating 2 of these. It's quite a blood glucose spike, that's for sure. I hear that if you take a little bit of apple cider vinegar With it, it doesn't spike you as bad, but I don't think I have any apple cider vinegar at all. I do not have any. I should get some. But I'm going to be working hard, so I should be able to burn through. It's all certified organic ingredients anyway. You'd think, you wouldn't think I'd break out after eating 2 salmon rolls, but organic sugar is still sugar. And when you jack with your hormones and stuff, like, who knows? Some people can do it. I can't. My body says I can't do it. Okay, guys. Welcome to the channel. Incredible day. I think I need to change the title of my live stream. Can I do that? No, I cannot. Community defaults. Hold potentially. Yes. Do I have to click that out? Message delay. Slow mode. I should. Let me go 20. Oop, 20. Perfect. And filter. Show most messages with potential spam removed. Okay, makes sense. And can I change? No, I cannot. I can share. I'm going to share with... All right, I shared with Twitter. I wish I could share with other places. Do I share with Reddit? Not sharing with Reddit. YouTube Shorts. I don't think I can actually change the name of my live stream, which I feel like it's probably hurting the channel. It's hurting my streams. If I changed it to Doing Farm Work though, or like a good title, that's what I'm gonna do, guys. So I'm gonna leave this live stream. I'm gonna start a new live stream. I'm gonna change the title to make it sound more epic. And then maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to build my watch time. So hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Berries are sweet, but life is way sweeter.